Hello, hello. Welcome to week one, game three of Wombo eSports. I'm your caster, Zanrick, accompanied by Krivy. Tonight we're
Hello.
going to be watching the Glazed non-human primates play against the Knights. Krivy, tell me,
Yes.
what are you excited to see this game?
Oh, I am excited to see a lot of fights. I'm excited to see some big ults again. I just want to see the 5-man ults again. I don't know. I'm excited for the pick bans. What are you excited to see?
Me, I'm excited to see what is going to be happening in the bot lanes this game.
Yeah? Why the
Yeah.
bot lane? Tell me more.
Well, the bot lane is the most unpredictable matchup to me. We have Elementalist Lux and LunarBound who have practiced with each other a little bit, but both have very, very broad champ pools. Playing into SoHXC and Snack the Dipper, both of whom tend to play somewhat safer picks, which would be the mirror of the Knights bot lane, which is typically more aggressive.
Yes, yes.
So there could definitely be a little bit more of some cat and mouse gameplay there. I expect the top lanes are going to be pretty even. Quinstone and Colossal Cortex. Tale as old as time. Song as old as rhyme. Someone playing Set, someone playing Wukong.
Yes.
Quinstone known for his Wukong and Mordekaiser. Colossal Cortex known for his Set, but also has expanded into many more champs since the CCS.
I have seen this.
Yes. The fabled CCS Corona Championship Series.
Fabled.
Which, yeah. Times long since passed, but never to be forgotten.
Maybe we should, but that's okay.
Sorry, Mom, I will not be texting you back right this minute. We are busy. My day was fine, though. Thanks for asking.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. The kind of scary lane to watch, and if I'm the non-human primates, I'm gonna be real nervous in the mid lane, right?
Yeah.
You got Pretty Boy Dan.
Yes.
Who has made it to Plat on multiple occasions, and some would say the only reason he didn't make it to Diamond was simply due to lack of willingness to put in the games. Playing into Sarah 2, who is a Diamond 4 player currently and was Plat last season.
Yes. How do you feel about the jungle matchups? I don't know much about the jungles here.
Oh, yeah. So here he likes to play more carry junglers. You're going to see something more like a Xin Zhao, Kha'Zix, maybe like a Viego or Shyvana in there. But for Milk for Cookies, you're going to see some tanks, right? It's going to be your Rammus, your Amumu. Both of them do play Shyvana, so that pick could go either way. Yeah. But you are looking for one person who's looking for damage. The other person's looking to be tanky CC.
Gotcha.
Which, realistically, that tanky CC is exactly what the Knights are looking for, right? They have Sarah 2, who's your diamond hyper carry mid laner, playing a lot of Katarina, tons and tons of Katarina. Aurelia, Vlad, all three of those champs could 1v9. And if you just bring in an Amumu ult or a Rammus ult, like, you're in big trouble, right? That's a lot to deal with. So if she gets rolling, all he needs to do is exist, and that's your team fight.
Sounds good. She seems to be something scary to look out for.
Oh, absolutely. I do not envy the Dan, Mr. Pretty Boy himself.
The pretty boy.
Yeah, but, I have faith. He tends to play a little bit safer mid laners anyways, so he should be okay. As long as he keeps his head, doesn't get too big for his britches, he should survive the laning phase just fine. Something to watch out for would be some roams. If I had to guess, Sarah 2 is not going to be roaming bot lane as much, because I actually expect the Knights bot lane to be pushing in. More than likely, she'll be roaming top lane. Maybe looking to gank Colossal Cortex as he's pushing into a Mordekaiser or maybe a Wukong.
Gotcha. I'm excited for this game, actually. The more we talk about it, the more excited I get.
Oh, I've been excited for it for the past hour, ever since I knew I was casted.
Me too. Ever since I was told that I should help cast.
Oh, well, happy to have you here. It looks like we're going to
here.
be moving into the pro draft quite soon.
Exciting.
So I don't want to give away any of my predictions for pick ban.
We've
so I'll just
discussed.
give we've discussed. There's some hype.
There is some hype.
Some potential mind games.
I want to see if your predictions are right. Does our chat have any predictions? Are we allowed to ask the chat if they have predictions? Because our predictions could be completely wrong, but chat's allowed to talk, right?
Yeah. Chat, let's hear it, chat. Mr. Guabafett. Tell me, Sir 99, what do you predict? Sir
99. Got more people in here. There's still other people.
Yeah, they're the only one that typed in the chat, though.
True, but if anyone else wants to join in, feel free.
There's gonna be a set. There's gonna be a set.
On what side? Tell me on what side. Not a crazy prediction. I don't know. Maybe the big brain is for no one to pick set and no one to ban set.
That would be outrageous. I don't.
Could you imagine?
I don't believe it. There's no chance that nobody picks it. Is it? Right?
Could you imagine? That is the problem. I agree. Some different roles. Throwing me off.
True.
I actually had to ask where some people were playing, so I was like, I don't think this is where they played last season.
Speaking of SoHXC, I think she is the last one to ready up for the pick ban to begin. So,
are we still waiting on? Oh, are we already starting bans? We're starting bans. We already started bans.
Are you faster than me? Are you? Is your stream ahead of mine?
I've got a Pike ban, a Cat ban, an Annie ban,
a what? Oh my gosh, the stream is behind. Here I am being ridiculous. Of course, yeah. There we go. They
did ban Cat.
Yep, the Pike, the Cat, just as predicted, and because we are in fact red side, you get the Annie set. Banning out the one tricks from the Glazed non-human primates, Colossal Cortex, of course, being a renowned set one trick, and Pretty Boy Dan also climbing a plat with that disgusting Annie.
Oh yes. No, what do you mean? It's pretty.
It's disgusting.
It's pretty, like Pretty Boy Dan.
Oh, listen.
Oh, they banned out that
like
Irelia.
12 years old. I'm not gonna call her pretty. Gross.
It's not. You didn't call her beautiful or hot. She's pretty.
Jeez.
Okay, now I feel weird. Now you made me feel uncomfy. They banned out that Irelia, which we predicted as well, which makes a lot of sense and is a good ban, I think, for Sarah too. That mid lane, scary.
Yep. And as it seems like the stream is actually a good bit behind, I feel a little more comfortable saying that, like, we're probably gonna see a Vlad mid out of Sarah too, right? Like, it's gotta be.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're a diamond mid laner, you can probably play whatever champ you want mid, and you're planning to carry. So, Vlad's probably a nice pick. But also, they could probably just hit the random button and be like, "Don't worry, guys, the backpack is on."
Okay, so we've got a Caitlyn from the Glazed non-human primates.
Nice and safe. Gonna keep that distance up, keep the nets ready, be able to disengage from any strong engaged champs that LunarBound might pick. Fault countered by Misfortune. A good call. It's not the easiest laning phase for either one of them. Definitely a skill matchup. If either one of them mispositions or takes too much harass, it then becomes all on the supports to make the kills happen.
Interesting. I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is.
They didn't ban out the Rammus.
Yeah.
There.
Well, I mean, there's too many things to ban.
I mean,
right?
no, I would totally have banned out Sarah first. Those that Irelia cat bans and the Pike. I mean, those are great bans for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those
What
are
this then signals
honestly
to
what
me.
makes sense.
Yeah. If I'm on the non-human primates right now, I just think to myself, okay, we're not picking any more AD. That's it.
Yeah. Oh.
Nautilus, good pick. Good pick.
Yeah. Great pick.
Doesn't synergize super well with the Caitlyn, but it is good into the Misfortune, right? Like you can be a good distance away. When she starts to ult, you can ult, or if you get a good angle, you can hook her out of her ult. So lots of good stuff there. You just need to position around the minions well enough.
Yeah. I play Nautilus. He's one of the only champs I play. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, he's nice. There's a lot of really interesting tech surrounding his hook. Like if you're going to get CC'd by the enemy support, but you hook away, if you do it right, you will still follow your hook.
You know that doing it right is the key part there. It's hard. Let me tell you.
Yeah. And there we go. Just I'm feeling
feeling pretty good right now.
I think your predictions have been pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've been like pretty spot on right now. Yeah, the Gwen into the Rammus is exactly what we called from pregame select, because Milk for Cookies mostly just plays Rammus and Amumu jungle. When he plays the Amumu, we probably would have seen something more of like a Kha'Zix, a Xin Zhao, something like that, something that's AD. But into a Rammus, yeah, Gwen's the play. Yeah. Ahiri playing to the strengths of the champ, gonna put magic damage up against the armor champ.
We've got the Mordekaiser. Makes sense. This all makes sense.
Yep, it's all making sense.
This is on brand.
On brand for sure.
Let's read some chat. They did do their research. Rammus and Mumu for Milk for Cookies. And
oh no, the Knights. They didn't do all the research.
Who'd they ban?
They banned the Xin Zhao.
Oh, interesting.
Unnecessary ban, you see, because that Gwen there, that is going right into the jungle.
I'm intrigued.
Zed. Huh. Interesting.
Is that a big from the Kylie in the background?
Yeah, it is. That's an interesting one. So, like, I mean, I would be scared of the Zed, right? Like, I expect Sarah could carry from the Zed, but when I was doing the research, I wasn't seeing any big Zeds in the match history.
Yeah, I'd be afraid of it because I feel like she could play it, obviously. But if it's not something she's used to playing, I don't think that would be one of her top choices. Strange one to ban out. Everyone's got to do their research, their homework.
Yeah. And 10 seconds left on the clock.
Ooh,
and
making us wait.
With my insider trading knowledge, I know they're still thinking about it. The Rakan!
Is that locked in?
It's locked in. That's the Rakan, which
trend.
Means I mean, so Rakan is actually really good with Misfortune, right? Because Rakan has the ability to go in, clump everyone up with his ult, and then knock them all up again, all during a Misfortune ult. So really, with that team comp, Rakan's a really reasonable ban. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leona is one of the most common picks into Nautilus in LCS. So that's a good one. There is some technology there with Nautilus where if the Leona goes to dive onto you with the E, you can Q into the Leona. You need to have a really good reaction time. But if you do it, you can pull onto her, you'll bounce off of her.
Wait,
and
really?
then right. And if you choose not to auto attack and then immediately start walking away, she won't be able to stun you and you'll win the trade.
What?
Yeah, because of the auto attack range distance, right? So when Nautilus has slightly longer auto attack range than Leona, and whenever you go to pull in, when Nautilus hooks, you come into contact with each other and then bounce away a little bit. And that bounce away distance is like exactly his auto attack range. And normally you'll just immediately queue up an auto attack because you get the free route.
That's crazy.
But
That's the Malzahar.
There's the Malzahar.
Oh
there,
my
dude.
God.
Yeah.
There it is.
For anyone doing the research, you could have seen that Pretty Boy Dan has played about 60 ARAM games to hide the fact that he has been spamming Malzahar. So I'm glad to see it came through. This is a great pick into anything that I think Sarah 2 will pick. Akshan. Yeah, I still like Malzahar into that.
Yeah.
I actually had expected a Vlad here, so I'm good to see that we're shaking it up and we're seeing something different. I will also throw out the Aatrox was a surprise to me as well. I was expecting a comfort pick of Garen or Darius from Colossal Cortex. But I think Aatrox is totally reasonable in a Mordekaiser. I'm sure he picked that instead of the other two because he prefers that matchup. So yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. So
I think we are still waiting on one more person, as far as I'm aware.
Are we? Yeah, we are. We're still waiting on Sarah 2 to be able to load into the game. A little bit of internet problems. Hopefully that won't be an issue throughout the course of the game.
Yep.
But yeah,
it's a possibility.
Hopefully, yeah. The prolonged patch times can sometimes just be an issue. But I see an invite's gone through, so maybe. Oh, the room is bugged, is what I'm being told. Oh, can't enter? Really?
Milk just left and came back.
Yeah, resend invite, and then if that doesn't work, we'll just remake. Looks like the lobby's gonna be remade. That's fine. We can start to talk a little bit about what the team fights are gonna look like, right?
Yeah.
So the Knights have a really nice front-to-back team fight with the Rammus, the Leona, Akshan, Misfortune. So not a whole lot of AP in that team fight, but you have a whole bunch of tank and your single target damage from the Akshan and your big AoE ult from Misfortune. So they're looking for the big team fight. Probably a 1-4 split is the way to go. They may do a 1-3-1 depending on how the Akshan feels with the team. Being able to swing around like that does open up the option to kind of split push a little bit. It's not the most common thing, right? Because like most people are playing him ADC, and usually your ADC isn't supposed to be split pushing. But he's safe enough. He's got the escape. He's got the invis.
His invis is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it lasts so long. It's like release Twitch, basically.
It's kind of stupid. Like, the champ is kind of busted.
He just passives on passives. I only learned recently that he has like a Warwick passive built into it, where it'll give you a trail leading to a person that has
Wait, really?
Yeah. So whenever somebody on the enemy team kills one of your teammates, they get the, I think, what is it?
Right?
Scoundrel? Yeah, they're scoundrels.
Scoundrel.
And if they're marked as scoundrel, the big thing is if you kill them, it respawns your ally that they killed, or allies that they killed. But also, if you're invisible, it will give like a little Warwick trail to them, like through fog of war and everything. Yeah, I'm not sure if you have to be invis. I haven't played him, but it's definitely a thing that's there, and it's pretty nuts. Like, especially if you're gonna be hunting for kills.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, but the reason that that's really, really significant in this matchup is because Glazed non-human Primates is playing a pick comp. They're not playing a big team fight comp. They have a Malzahar, they've got a Nautilus. Caitlyn's going to want to sit back and do a little bit of single target damage. Aatrox is going to want to split push to match the Mordekaiser. And, you know, Gwen's there for some of the team fight, but really she's there to try and melt the Rammus because they don't have a whole lot of solutions to that. Like, if the Malzahar's occupied ulting the Akshan, the Gwen's going to need to deal with the Rammus and peel her off of the Malzahar because, again, Rammus can stop Malzahar ult. So, if the Akshan has that scout, like, if anyone in the pick bush from Glazed non-human Primates has the Scoundrel passive on them, or Scoundrel status, I guess is what it's called, then the Knights are going to know. They're going to know exactly where that pick bush is.
That's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. Though that does offer up the chance for some mind games, right? So like if you know, for example, one person on your team has the scoundrel
don't
status.
put them in the pick bush.
Yeah, you don't put them in the pick bush. You put them in a bush that, or like you use them as the bait, right? Like you can bait with them.
Bait bush.
Exactly, right?
Near
so you can have them taking a risky path through the river, going for like a scuttlebug that maybe isn't that safe. Meanwhile, the rest of your team is in a nearby bush, knowing that Akshan's going to be coming to get them.
That's wow. The mind games. I'm learning so much. For anyone who doesn't know, we do the pro draft and then we put the draft into here, and it's just runs it through again, but it's just because not everyone has every champ, so we run it through the pro draft first. Correct?
You are correct.
All right.
Yep. Being able to do this allows us to pause, which is important and may prove to be very, very important if Sarah's 2 internet continues to act up. If there is lag, we'll probably see a warning message come out from the Knights saying, hey, we're going to pause, and then a few seconds later, I'm sure we'll see it follow, because obviously you don't want your mid laner lagging out in the middle of the lane.
Correct. That would not be fun, honestly. Weird. Strange that you wouldn't want that.
Well, I've considered it a couple of times, but just not the best.
Just
maybe if you had like a Viego jungle, right? Because then you just have your mid laner int, right? So the enemy mid laner is fed, and then when you kill that mid laner, you get their items and stuff, right?
Oh my god, your brain is so big.
The technology.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, hold on. That might be the hidden tech of playing Akshan, Karthus, and Viego all on one team.
What?
Because hear me out. Karthus is gonna die every single team fight.
Okay.
And so he's going to be giving up gold, and that's just going to happen, right? That's just what he does, and you just accept that. The Akshan is going to be able to revive people, which allows your team to play a little more recklessly.
True.
But the Viego, whenever you eventually get these kills, he's just going to be like, yes, we've been inting you, and now your gold is my gold.
Oh my god. Quavafet says that he does not want to see that.
Hidden tech.
Lee Sin. What is wrong with Lee Sin? Hey man, I don't know.
What's wrong with Lee Sin? I mean, we're he's handy capable, right?
Handy capable.
Yeah, he's differently abled, and it requires a lot of skill to accommodate his advanced gameplay. That's why I only play him in the support role.
Is the stream showing week 1, game 1 for you?
I don't know. Let me find out. Week 1, game 1. Oh no, this is week 1, game 3, and today is the 8th actually. Oh no, it's game 1. It's game 1 of
just asking
match
if
3.
they don't see the timer.
Yeah.
Got a 3-minute timer, but now we're down to 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Oh, please don't give the full countdown.
Hey man. I just wanted to let them know.
Yeah, you're right. Because we are spectating through the spectator tool, we're gonna be 3 minutes behind.
When a stream snipes,
No stream snipes, though I will say I can see Colossal's monitor from here, and that health bar is green.
You don't say. You don't mean it. He's still alive? That's crazy.
Yeah, so the hidden tech, or hidden intel, right? The insider trading, Colossal does not play on colorblind mode. Now we all know. That's the spoilers.
God. That is a spoiler. For the thing we'll get to learn, and wait, we'll never get to learn that. That's real insider knowledge. How would we know?
He's now yelling at me, asking, why would I want a yellow health bar?
Hey man, some people really like that. So people are into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the real battle in the top lane right now. It's a battle of moral philosophies. As we all know, Quinstone plays on colorblind mode.
He does. This is a fact.
And Colossal does not. So it's a battle of right and wrong, good versus evil, green versus yellow.
Green versus yellow. What do you say, chat? What would you play on? What do you play on if you play this very silly game? I mean, sorry, this wonderful game that we all know and love so much. Have so much respect for. We love Riot.
Wait, did we just say that Lee Sin's more reliable? Wait, what? Is that what I said?
Wait, what?
You see, if you're gonna play Yuumi, I recommend using DK bongo drums because
DK bongo.
Because that's really all you got to do, right? You can press like 2 buttons. You can turn off the monitors.
Do I just
have a
get
little
to bash my
powwow.
head into the screen?
Oh well, no. You take a few rips of the bong. You have yourself a little powwow. You're slapping on your DK bongos. You don't need the monitors on. It's fine.
Oh, it's lovely. I should play her. I'll climb in rank.
I mean,
you guys said I need how many games of ranked for next season? Just play them all on Yuumi. No, I'm not a heathen. I'm sorry. I would never.
Oh man, if I had my way, everyone would have to play like at least 50 games to play, but and the ranks would mean something, but that is unnecessary because I think we do 30 games now
30 games.
For this season, and that's just so that whenever you get subbed out, there's an accurate replacement for you, or at least somewhat accurate replacement for you.
Now to the rift.
Into the rift.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. We're going in.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm so
I'm
excited.
Actually pretty hyped. I want to know what's happening. I want to know if there's a pick bush. I want to know if they're invading. What are they doing?
With these comps, they're gonna both do 5-point, right? Well, I guess with Nautilus you can invade, but like, what are you gonna follow up with? Like, Malzahar doesn't have a good invade. Like, he's got the space 8s, right? But I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna be a great invade.
I don't know. Guess we'll see.
Here we go. 5 points coming out.
I'm not loaded up yet, so I'm just gonna be watching the actual stream for now. So I might be a little bit behind.
No, that's fine. Everyone's setting up for a nice standard 5-point defense.
This makes sense, but I wanted the big. Oh, was that a? Did Auction just back? Or
maybe. Let's see here. Uh-oh, what have I done? Oh no, my stream.
Oh no.
Oh man, here I am trying to remember how to actually look at things in stream mode. It's been so long.
It's been so long since I've had to do with the stream, since I'm the person that watches other people stream for me, and they're usually playing the game. Strange. Alright. Oh, good, I'm finally in the game. Alright. Are we the whole way in? How far in are you?
I'm all the way in. Press that plus button. What are you doing?
My plus button is I'm at... Oh god.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. There
2
you
minutes,
go.
5 seconds. 6,
Yeah,
7.
big trades coming out of the top
Nice.
lane.
All
Big,
right.
big. Look at that. The Rammus looking to go for a reverse clear, starting on red side, working their way to the bottom. Gwen, of course, doing the typical bottom start. So neither of them are looking to fight over scuttles this game. Small trades happening bot lane, deciding to take up all of the screen time, even though nothing is really that big and no sums are being traded.
Mid lane, not much happening. Just some farming.
Yeah. And that's what the Glazed human primates want this game. They're looking to farm it out. There aren't any real big hyper carries aside from like I wouldn't call Mordekaiser a hyper carry. He's a carry, but the farm game is definitely the key to the non-human primates. They want to prolong this laning phase as long as possible. They don't want a ton of team fights because, again, the Knights just have a better team fight. Look at this. It's going to be a solo kill. It's going to be... Here it is. Is this first blood?
My.
Oh, that's Flash. Oh, and a little bit of technology to get him away. Mordekaiser can actually use the claw to push people away, forcing the Mordekaiser back, and likely a TP back to lane, if I had to guess. But that is good for Aatrox.
The whole way up. Hit her plus button quite a few times. She's like...
Yeah, she has. If you look at the... So from our perspective, we see the Twitch stream... Like, we see the game a couple seconds out of the Twitch stream.
Okay, and then chat hears the picture too.
Well, no, because our voices come through the stream. Oh, no. The Auction Room top lane. Predictions coming true.
The predictions are coming true.
Yeah, so, actually, not all of my predictions were right, because I was not expecting Snack and SoHXC to be pushing in the bot lane.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Well, there it is. The push from LunarBound. The ram is coming in.
Flash out. Looks like Snack gets away. 2 kills going the way of the Knights. 1 from a nice early gank from Rammus, and another from an early roam from Auction. I've seen Mordekaiser in the mid lane, though. I'm wondering if that's a lane swap. That's actually an interesting choice, right? Because if they lane swap, I think Auction is a favorable matchup into Aatrox. Because he has the range, he has the getaway. So that's clever. I like that.
You think they'll keep it?
Nah, it looks like Mord is going to go back. Auction's making his way back mid. Malzahar steals the Scuttleblood. Good for him. Nice gold in the bank.
In the bank.
Hey, there we go. So Rammus has, it's worth noting at this point that Rammus is backed and Gwen is not. So at this point, Rammus's clear speed is simply going to be higher than Gwen's. Gwen's going to back. She's going to get her first couple items. But the Rammus is going to be up a little bit of extra gold here. 1 from the gank bot lane and 2 from just having got it an earlier start on that faster clear. He will be on the wrong side of the map if Gwen decides to go bot lane for a dragon here. Because it looks like SoHXC and Nautilus are going to keep the bot priority. They are pushing out the lane. Not fast, it's a slow push. But the Gwen can come in for a lane gank or come around for, like, just through river. If she goes through river, the Knights are going to see her coming in. So hopefully that's not what happens. But yeah, this is a good dragon off, right? Because the jungler's on the wrong side of the map. That's, yep, here we go. Gank bot, they're going to play for the dragon. No kill in the bot lane. They see the TP and they say, don't worry about it. The non-human primates absolutely need to get this dragon right now, or this was a massive waste of TP. Alright, so it's going to be a massive waste of TP. It looks like we aren't going to go for the dragon, even though bot lane has priority. And we have 5 people on the bot side of the map. That's okay. Want to get back to lane. Want to stop the Mordekaiser from getting too many turret plates. Or getting too far ahead on levels. Mordekaiser is level 6, so Colossal will need to be careful getting back into lane. That level advantage and the ability to have ult definitely means that Mordekaiser could get the solo kill on him when he comes back to lane, even though Colossal is up that single longsword.
Mordekaiser also just hit 7 and Colossal's still at 5.
Yep, exactly. That 20 CS lead is nothing to wave a stick at. That is the same as getting like a kill and an assist almost.
Wow, okay. Is that just because it's early game or what?
That's just how much it's worth. For every 15 CS, that's worth about 1 kill. So right now, even though bot lane's seem relatively even at first glance, the Misfortune is effectively up 2 kills. Like she's actually up 1 kill, but with the addition of farm, that's effectively 2 kills.
Wow. The more you know.
Yep, here we go. That is going to likely be a Nautilus dead. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, good engage from the Leona onto the Nautilus. Like I said before, if you're going to go for the high-tech Nautilus Q counterplay to the Leona engage, you need a really high reaction time. Great Malzahar ult is going to mean a dead Mordekaiser, putting Malzahar back in the game. That's exactly what you need.
I needed that to catch back up again.
Leona ult down, but there are not enough blue team members on this side of the map to stop the dragon from going down. The flash coming in from Ahiri, but does not get the chance to smite. I guess he was just barely out of range, like a pixel maybe out of range.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The dragon, though.
All right, the next objective on the map is going to be Rift Herald if anyone so chooses to play for it. Gwen is moving into the bot side. I hope she's not looking for a gank right now because Red has vision all over the place and Rammus is in the neighborhood.
Could be a tussle.
Colossal Cortex sitting in Fountain a little longer than I'd expect. I wonder what item he's waiting for here. Oh, figuring out the build, deciding he wants to go for the active item to give him a little more burst in a fight top lane. Hoping it pays off for him. This deep pink ward in blue team's topside jungle is actually really interesting. That'll give some valuable information.
In terms of
clever. Okay, so Milk for Cookies used, was it Smite to get rid of Malzahar's shield?
Awesome.
No. It was just the roll up. He didn't. It wasn't the smite.
Wow. Trades up top.
Yeah, big trades up top. Really risky for both players here.
Yeah. Both really low. Oh, goodness.
That.
Oh wow! I did not expect that.
Oh my gosh! What was that? Single-digit health.
Oh
no. It feels bad. I can feel the want.
Oh my goodness, from both of them. Goodness.
Yeah, big risk, but sometimes it does end up going that way. Mordekaiser is ahead about 700 gold in the top lane, so if Colossal isn't careful, that lead is going to continue to grow. Similarly, the same lead in the jungle in favor of Rammus. Smaller lead in favor of Akshan. Oh, what is this top lane?
Oh my gosh, this poor man!
Oh, that's a tilter.
Oh my god!
The plays good knock up.
Oh my gosh, Sarah 2's almost dead.
That
Pretty good dance here to back him up.
Fantastic play from Colossal.
Wow,
I would not have expected to get ganked from Tribush coming back to my own lane.
Right
that
after
is
he got killed. Oh
yeah, that's a huge opportunity cost, right, for the Leona to roam up there. It was a great idea to roam. They were one auto away from making it happen. But unfortunately, if you don't get the kill, your ADC does end up needing to leave lane. They miss out on some CS, and the enemy laner gets some gold. Now, fortunately for Misfortune, she's far enough ahead that this isn't a real concern. She's still sitting ahead about 700 gold because of the farms and kills. But those two plates are going to help put Caitlyn back into the game.
Nice.
Very slowly but surely. Look at how red that blue side jungle is. That is so much deep vision.
They said we want to see.
Yeah, so they know exactly where Gwen isn't, which sounds like I'm talking smack, but it's not. Like knowing that the enemy jungler is not topside means that they have backed or they are bot side. Sarah 2 should be aware of this and should not be so far pushed forward, and they are going to pay with their life for it.
Yep.
Shutdown gold going on to the Aatrox, closing the gold lead another 500.
Questionable play.
Questionable play. Ooh.
With all those wards.
With all those wards. Mordekaiser actively choosing not to kill this tower here. And the reason that that's important, right? That was not a misplay. It was a choice not to destroy that tower.
Why?
The reason that you would ever choose not to do that is because you want to keep the laning phase happening. You want to keep that Aatrox coming into lane. You don't want to have to chase them down to their next like tier 2 tower. You want the fight to be happening near the river. So because Mordekaiser is so far ahead, not killing that tower is in his favor because it means he may be able to milk this laning phase for another kill if he plays right.
Interesting. Okay. I would have thought that the Glazed non-human primates would want to keep laning phase going on longer. I wouldn't have.
So typically they would. Yeah. But when you're behind, like when you're as far behind as they are in the top lane right now, it is actually in your best interest to have that tower fall. Because when your tower falls, the enemy minions get a buff, which means the wave will push further in your direction, and you can farm more safely. So this is a really common tech that you'll see in like bot lanes. Like if your bot lane feeds really, really hard, it's actually best for your bot lane to give up that tower, let it go, have the support follow the jungler around the map, and have your ADC sit bot lane and try and freeze the wave deeper onto your side of the map and just farm safely to catch up. Second dragon coming down to the Knights. Good for them. Great objective control.
Yeah.
First tower has yet to fall, so that gold is still on the board.
Since Quinstone is choosing to leave his up.
Yeah, hey, ultimately, that is a good call for him.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to milk another kill out of it, understandable.
Yeah, he's up 700 gold. That's a big deal in a 1v1 fight.
Two
Especially
levels.
when you're a Mordekaiser who can force it to be a 1v1 fight with your ult. Ugh. Gwen looks like she's hoping for a fight here. Bot lane, a little slow to enter the fight means that... maybe not as slow as I thought, but the Mordekaiser TP bot is really going to make this team fight go the way of the Knights. They're going to get 3 for 1 here. Oh, nope, it's going to be 2 for 1. Pretty Boy Dan coming in, gets the ult on the Mordekaiser. Can he get all this extra gold? They're hoping for it. Yep, okay, we're up to 2 for 2.
Wow.
Akshan coming in. This is a little concerning because Malzahar no longer has his ult to lock down that Akshan. Leona's low on mana. She's got enough to get one more stun in, but Malzahar's almost out of mana as well. Great blast cone to get the Leona away from him. Awesome play by Malzahar. Oh, if he can just get enough mana for one more space aids.
Space aids. Oh, Saratu did it.
So
she revived
close.
Quinstone.
So close.
Oh my goodness.
It could have been in favor of the Glazed non-human primates, but just the difference of 50 health.
Go down soon?
We are past the 14-minute mark, which means armor is down, and top tower will be the second to fall. Actually, mid tower on blue side fell already. Akshan took that tower out before roaming bot lane.
Man, missed that.
Yeah, I missed it as well with all the excitement going on.
So much stuff happening.
So much stuff happening. There is about a 3.5k gold lead in favor of the Knights. This is not insurmountable. What I would be a little more concerned about if I were the non-human primates is this next dragon.
Subjective control.
Yeah, if the Knights end up on soul point, right? So this next dragon won't give them soul, but it'll put them on soul point. That allows you to dictate the macro play of the game for the next like 15 minutes, basically. You can choose to big fight bot lane. Leona choosing to go in. She knows that she can get this fight to happen. TP coming from Malzahar. He has the ult. He's gonna use it on the Akshan. Yep. Unfortunately, all this only to have a kill go in favor of the Knights and another going in favor of them in the top side jungle.
So much stuff happening.
yeah, at this point, the non-human primates are in a really tough spot, right? Because they have a pick comp. That is what their team does. But the problem with a pick comp is that when you set a pick bush, you're going to give up some amount of gold while you're waiting.
Yes.
And to minimize the amount of gold you're giving up, you have to push out your lanes. But it's unsafe for them to push out their lanes right now because of how far ahead and how coordinated the knights are. With that Leona roaming around the map, with that Rammus rolling in at Mach 12.
Oh god, it's so fast.
It's a real issue, right? Like, so even where this Aatrox is now at this point, it's important that he warded here, right? If he didn't ward here, it'd be dangerous. But if that ward weren't there, that Rammus could be coming in. Like, he could be dead right now.
Yeah.
Because they have no idea where the enemy jungler is. Just now they're getting vision on the Akshan and the Leona as they are setting up for dragon number 3. The dragon this game will be infernal. So, oh man, you really don't want that to be on the Akshan. He's already 5-1, hoping that he will not get that infernal soul as well. TP advantage is in favor of the Aatrox, so if he's backs up under his tower here, okay, never mind. They're just giving up the dragon. They're not even going to contest it. Malzahar decides to walk topside, means that they're giving up the objective. If Malzahar decided to stay around mid lane or start roaming down bot side, they could have forced a 5v4, which would have been in their best interest.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're just going to be looking to get a little CC, kill the jungler, maybe walk up with the Gwen and steal it with a smite. Nope. Unfortunately, the misfortune is going to be able to last hit it. Messy team fight, CC going down everywhere. Leona is going to fall.
Go down, yes. Yes.
And Gwen, just barely dying to the Akshan, reviving the misfortune. I do not believe she'll be able to. Malzahar snatching him right out of the air!
Oh my lord.
This is why in the pregame I was saying I really like that Dan's been practicing the Malzahar. Because the Malzahar allows you to say, yes, I see your Diamond 4 mid laner, and I raise you 1 Archie.
I said...
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes, right?
I'm just gonna ult her in the face.
Yeah, right? So now so Akshan is someone who can build a QSS, right? Like, that is something that you can do. But, I can't recall if they fixed the issue or not where QSS would not technically get you out of Malzahar ult because you would just drop in place. That'll be one for me to look up after this game. I know at least at one point QSS would not save you from Malzahar ult, but that could easily no longer be true. Someone in chat can correct me if I'm being an idiot.
No, but Quabafet did say pretty gross game for Wit's End against Akshan, against 2 AP threats.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Akshan definitely wants to be running that. I'm actually surprised that Gwen isn't... Oh.
Is that a flash?
Yeah, every bullet.
Oh, man.
Every single one.
Boy. Oh, man. That hurt.
Yep, and just like that, it's...
Goes
0 for 3.
Again.
0 for 4. Oh no, Nautilus! Get down, Mr. President, saving the team! Oh no, but it looks like he will be dying for his sins. Hopefully they can get at least something for it, so HXC does pick up the Rammus. Or the Leona, so it isn't a total waste, and it is going to be the Akshan as well! Oh, look at her go!
Oh my god, look at her go! Go,
Get that!
Go!
Great plays. That's what they need. No shutdown gold to be grabbed there, but we'll take the 300 when we can get it. Down 1,200 gold, but the later we get into the game, the less and less that matters. Baron is up and Dragon isn't up for another 2 minutes 30 seconds. So what we're seeing on the board right now in terms of vision is kind of the opposite of what you want to see. Right now, if you are either of these supports, you want to be starting to set up preemptive vision on the top side of the map, because that's the objective that's up. Yeah. Either one of these teams could take Baron. And right now, Mordekaiser has TP. So what Rammus and Misfortune should have done is left Mordekaiser alone in the spot lane with his TP. the rest of the team could pressure mid and top with the massive vision advantage they've been pushing. Look at all these pink wards on the board, right? They have four pink wards from the red team. That is a beautiful team effort. You love to see it. Unfortunately, even if blue team were buying more pink wards as a team, they would likely be cleared because of how much jungle dominance the Knights have. They are looking for those big team fights. And it looks, speaking of which, looks like Colossal Vortex himself is going to get picked to see if anything else can be done. In the river, nope.
All right, I think. Oh, there goes Pretty Boy Dan.
Yep, big team fight, many casualties. No, Caitlyn, you gotta save him. Ah, dead.
No.
Gone to this world. You can body block that. No. Understandable. You don't want to die as the ADC. It's understandable. But that is going to be Baron buff. And if I had to guess, they're going to run straight over to Dragon afterwards. It's going to take them, another couple seconds to clear this. Dragon's up in 35 seconds. Yeah, they're going to kill this. They're going to walk straight over to Soul. And that's where the next big team fight is going to be. Now, because there is this deep pink ward in bot side blue jungle, they are going to see, at the very least, they're going to see someone, right? Someone's going to walk past this pink buff. Or pink ward. No, Caitlyn's not. No? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Colossal, get out of there!
Oh, they're just
He's got to get out of there.
Again. They're just going for another team fight.
Yeah. Well, that's the comp, right? Like, they have a disgusting team fight comp.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Infernal Soul in favor of the Knights.
Wow, that was incredibly fast.
Yep, 9k gold lead, Infernal Soul, and Baron buff. At this point, they're going to be looking to close out the game. They can group up as 5 and just run it down mid, or they can go for a 1-4 split if they want to keep it a little more clean. Though, with us seeing Akshan in the top lane instead of grouping up with any of the other teammates, it looks like they may actually go for a 1-3-1. So, good for them. Yeah, this is the classic Sarah 2 gobble up the gold tech. Gotta clear out the jungle.
The gold.
Well, no, that's what you do, right? If you're on the carry and there are jungle camps up, they are not your junglers forever, right? This is a mistake that happens a lot in, like, low-level play, is that, like, you get into a habit of thinking, that's my jungler's camps. But your jungler is the Rammus. The man's a tank. He's a unit. At this point, like, when's the last time he died? He died once, like, way early in the game. We're not worried about the Rammus. That Rammus is going to be tanky. What we want is more damage on the Akshan, on the Misfortune, on the Mordekaiser.
Give them more items.
Exactly. Give them more items. Now, again, the Glazed non-human Primates are playing with pick comp, which means they need the picks. They are getting the one on the Akshan, but it looks like he could get the Gwen here. Oh, nope.
Is that a
there we go. Pretty Boy Dan doing the work.
Goes.
Oh, the ult gets canceled. He does have flash up. He did not try to flash the wall. He said one Misfortune double up would kill me anyways, so why bother? Completely understandable. Listen, what we're seeing on the screen with this Nautilus is something I can empathize with more than you'll ever imagine. Because I too often find myself thinking, we can't just give up this tower.
I need to protect it.
But now his team is losing fights topside because he's not there. Yeah. Someone else needs to be matching that bot lane. And unfortunately, the tower is going to fall anyways because like you're a Nautilus, right? Like I play a lot of them. You do this kind of thing, you're not going to get the kill on the Mordekaiser. You're not going to be able to help your team.
He's not scared enough of you.
Yeah. That is the mistake I make most, is deciding to try and save a tower instead of helping my team, which ends up not saving the tower or helping the team. But it's a learning experience. I'm sure next game it'll be a little different. And even in this game, I'm probably sure he's going to start grouping up a lot more. That's a good ult on the Mordekaiser. Let's see if they have the damage to follow up. It looks like the answer is no. Rammus is rolling in. Let's see if he can get... Oh my gosh, I can't speak fast enough. It's a bloodbath.
There's so much happening.
That's going to be a dead Rammus. Oh, Buddy's back.
Okay, but he's back again. He could just
and more importantly, the Mordekaiser's back because the Akshan's off. Akshan gets the kill, brings Mordekaiser back. Mordekaiser TP's in, and that's going to be the end of the game. They're going to close it out right now. Yeah, that is the value of Akshan on chance. Like when you when you get late in the game, right, and your opponent is in the fight. Yeah, that's just what he's going to do. He's going to TP back in, and then poor So HXC just can't leave Fountain because she knows. She knows. Like anything. Oh, there you go. Boom. Had those stats.
Oh, yeah! Let's go!
Sweet, sweet shutdown gold. Hey, listen. Those stats being boosted right there, that'll show in the post-game season. Gianamore knows. She knows all about padding them stats.
She does. Yeah, she does.
All right, so that is game 1 going in favor of the Knights.
What a game it was.
Let me see how long of a break we take here between games. All right, so we're going to take about a 10-minute break, which means we'll pick up again at 10 o'clock on the dot. We're going to fire up some music. Everyone, go use the restroom, get some popcorn, grab a beer, whatever you got to do, and we'll see you back here in 9 minutes from now. And we're live.
Hello.
Coming at you. Back from our break with plenty of background noise to spare. Someone asked a question about if in-game chat was bugged, but that was at the beginning of game, so that's a question that's gone forever now.
Gone and now forgotten.
Gone and now forgotten. Moving into the draft. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick that up soon. Tell me, Kirby, what do you think the team should do differently moving into this next pick ban phase?
If I had to look at something that at least the Glazed non-human primates could do better, I think they could do better with the more team fight heavy comp. I think their pick comp was pretty okay, and I love the Malzahar, but I think if they had a better full-in team fight comp, they might do a little bit better. What do you think?
Yeah, having the team fight option is definitely good, like with the AoE damage. I think if the Gwen had really got ahead, or if the Aatrox got ahead, we would have had like a different story there. But because like the Gwen couldn't really get super online, and the Aatrox was repeat ganked so many times, it just became like
Aatrox.
It like that just soaks up all the AoE, right?
Yeah. And
Caitlyn isn't here to hyper carry. Caitlyn will do good damage. She'll be your ADC, but she's not going to be your hyper carry. So I agree. I think that the team comp needs to be sorted out a little bit more. It seemed like they weren't really sure 100% what they wanted to be together as a comp. It seemed like everyone was going for comfort picks, which I respect. It's better to perform well on a comfort pick than poorly on a counter pick. But that's kind of what you just got to deal with, though, sometimes. I think that, man, if I'm the Glazed non-human primates right now, I'm feeling like I gotta ban that Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense to me. We're getting the same bans that we got last game in a different order, I think.
Yeah, same bans, different order.
Annie, Ash, Set,
exactly.
Pipe, Katarina,
exactly
Aurelia.
Same.
These are all the same. Nothing is new, and this all makes sense. Like.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want a Diamond 4 Aurelia coming at you. But at the same time, I don't want a Diamond 4 player coming at me. So you do what you can. She does have the built-in tenacity, I guess, which is something that is inherently makes Malzahar less valuable. Like, yeah, even if you do get the alt honor with him, like if she has the tenacity, oh well. She's just going to be CC'd for less time.
Guabafett says, if I was Glazed non-human primates, I would ban out the Ramist against Milk to take away his big comfort pick. What do you think?
Now, I think that's a reasonable thing to go for, banning out the Ramist, but he is also not quite as comfortable, but still very comfortable on Amumu. And Amumu is very, very good right now. And realistically, if they have an Amumu with a Misfortune, that could just be devastating. Ooh, the Soraka pick going into the bot lane is a different one. I didn't think that Snack the Dipper played much.
Neither did I.
Of that Soraka. That could mean that they're changing things up. I know that SoHXC plays a good bit of Soraka when they play support. So maybe they're shaking things up again. There it is. Boom. The Soraka Seraphine bot lane. They're saying, that's it. We're going to be safe. Screw everyone. We're just going to offer the team tons and tons of utility. And I mean, you know what? It works, right?
Like,
it's a notorious lane. It can do a lot of work. The issue then becomes that it is on the rest of your team to provide that damage. Like, you're going to keep them alive. You're going to provide some CC, some slow, like both stuns and slows, all that good stuff, silences from Soraka. But if you don't have the damage coming in from top, mid, or jungle, then all you're doing is losing slower.
Well, got that Rammus again.
Yep. The Seraphine is great into the Misfortune, though, right? Because the Seraphine ult will just stop the Misfortune ult. So long as the Seraphine player just holds on to that, that's a good pick. I like that a lot. Nautilus on the Knights. LunarBound saying, listen, I'm going to show you how it's done. Going to pull out the Nautilus.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, that is very reasonable. You definitely want to go for some hook champ into Soraka Seraphine because they're going to be playing fairly far back, both being ranged, both being healers. If you do not play the hook champ and you play someone like Leona, you're not going to be able to kill them fast enough, and they're going to be able to get back to their tower, and you'll have traded negatively. So on someone like a Nautilus, you do have the opportunity to pull them away from their tower, get some good CC off, let the Misfortune double up happen.
Yeah. This all makes sense.
Yeah.
Is this another Zed ban?
Another Zed ban. They know something we don't, all right? They've done their research, and
they must have dug deeper than we did.
Hey, I mean, I wouldn't want it coming at me, so
no, I wouldn't either,
it.
But interesting.
Like,
I would have
missed ban from the Knights. Checking chat. I'm looking. Take bans. We're looking. We're looking at matches. We're looking in Twitch.
I'm looking for anything.
I'm looking for anything.
Oh, okay. It's a
what?
A Zinja ban?
Reasonable.
Okay.
It's. Wait, what? How did they get it to?
Wait, do we have a plan for?
Okay, whatever. No, the Xinjiao was their second ban. I don't know what their other one was. They're not. I have not gotten a message. I have not seen a message.
I don't mean to be the.
There's
so that's
ban.
that, I guess. Sure.
No, they have one more ban. There.
Oh, they.
Imagine banning champion.
Yeah.
What? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
If you miss your
I don't
ban,
think they missed it.
Okay, on my screen, I was 200% sure they missed it.
Guavafett says he's done the stalking. He still doesn't understand the Zed ban as well.
Yeah.
Something doesn't make sense. But
something doesn't make sense, but you know what?
That Malzahar ban, that makes sense.
Yeah, the Malzahar ban is big, right? Because now you're forcing, like, arguably the top player on non-human primates onto, like, a less comfortable role.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to see what happens for... Yeah, I was wondering why they didn't ban the Mordekaiser, honestly.
Yeah.
Why did they ban the Quinn?
Why did they ban the Quinn? They banned the Quinn because they didn't want to play Quinn into a Tryndamere because that's like a really, really annoying
bad
lane.
matchup. Gotcha. Oh, is it? Oh, that's not a Mordekaiser. Is it a Mordekaiser? It's a Mordekaiser.
Yeah, it's a Mordekaiser. It's Mordekaiser.
It changed to Samira for a second.
Weird.
Right?
Weird. Graphical glitches in the HUD.
No, I don't claim to know.
Yeah, this is. I don't understand what the plan is here. I'm looking at it. I see a Rammus on the board, second pick.
Viego.
Right? Yeah, that's Viego mid. Which is good, right?
Yeah.
That's really, really good into a lot of champs on their team.
Vigar?
Yeah, Vigar's fine. It's safe enough, I guess. The cage is mostly going to be used for disengaging and controlling team fights if they get to the position where they can do that. They certainly need that AP damage.
Yeah.
But man, I'm looking at this and I'm concerned, right? You have a Rammus into a Tryndamere and a Kindred. That's tough. That's really tough. Because the Rammus taunt is going to be a big issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, the key is gonna be the Kindred alt. Man. Yeah, the Kindred alt is good against the Misfortune alt. The Seraphine alt is good against Misfortune alt. There's definitely some stuff here. It does make me uncomfortable though. If I were a non-human primate, I'd be concerned.
I'm interested to see this this team fight though from the Glazed non-human primates.
It's gonna be something. I mean, like honestly, if I'm them, I'm not even gonna go for the team fight.
Yeah.
Like you can. Eventually, you're gonna be forced into it.
Yeah.
But I think that the Knights just have a better team fight. So if I'm them, I'm gonna clear waves with Vigar. I'm gonna split push with Tryndamere, and I'm gonna clear waves with the Seraphine. And I'm gonna just cross my fingers and hope for the best. Because, like, yeah, sure, right. You have some good CC from the Seraphine. You got the healing from the Soraka. You've got the Kindred ult, and you can do a little bit of damage from the Vigar. But you need that Tryndamere to be so fed. And you need that Kindred to be so fed. Like, those are your win conditions, right? Like, Vigar unto himself is not a win condition.
Yeah.
And that's something that's important to remember. If you have a 20-0 Vigar with 300 farm and 2,000 stacks, he's big, but he's not a win condition. You can still deal with him. Yeah, because, remember, all it takes is, like, he only has one spell rotation.
Yeah.
And he is very, very immobile and susceptible to CC. So you need, more than anything else, they're going to need to have a great positional game in these team fights.
How do you think
there's too much to keep track of for me. So I hope they, I hope they're on it. Because man, like here's what they have to keep track of. The Mordekaiser is going to be split pushing, and the Tryndamere is going to go to match. That is going to be determined based on the laning phase. Whichever one of them wins the laning phase is going to be better off in like that split push phase of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that can adjust a little bit depending on like skill level, like cooldowns, stuff like that. It's not just super cut and dry, but it's going to be a win lane with split push kind of situation.
Right.
And they are both playing split pushers. So from there, we have to look at, well, what are the other 4 players of both teams doing? If we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, the Vigar is going to be trying to stack up as much as possible. If he's grouping up with the other 3 members of his team, then he's missing out on opportunity to get gold. So, big issue there. But Vigar is not safe to be off on his own, especially not with a Viego on the board, especially not with a Nautilus on the board, and especially not with a Rammus on the board. So you almost do need to just go in and accept that, okay, Vigar isn't going to get as many stacks this game. He is going to need to group up a little more. And Kindred isn't going to be allowed to be too far away, because if she is, you won't have her ult available, which is something they're going to need. Like, team fights are going to be won and lost based on that Kindred team fight ult.
Interesting.
Because, again, keep in mind, that Kindred ult can stop people from dying from a Misfortune ult. Another thing is the Soraka needs to hold her ult for when the Kindred ult is about over. Because remember, you can still get low while you're in Kindred ult, but you don't die. And then at the end of it, you heal a little bit. So if the Soraka ults before the Kindred ult is like almost over, then it's a waste. So that's another thing to consider. Oh man, so many factors. There's
a lot of things.
The non-human primates team fight is so much more complicated than the Knights team fight. The Knights team fight is we go in, we go burr.
Yeah, that makes sense. This all makes sense. This is on brand for them.
Yeah. But it's not like unworkable, right? Like it's definitely a team fight that can work.
Yeah, it works.
Much more complicated, and it's going to require a lot more communication. Whereas if the Nautilus lands a hook, the team fight's happening. Or if the Viego gets the flank, the team fight's happening.
So how does the Viego-Vigar matchup go in mid lane?
I don't actually know. Let me look that up.
Carter 9111. I could tell him, but
all right, Viego versus Vigar.
It'll have to be later.
Is Viego favored?
Later.
55% or actually no, the win rate percentage is 59% into Vigar. Whoa. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because like Vigar's super easy to kill in a team fight if he doesn't position right, and then if you get all of his stats and stuff as Viego.
Yeah.
Like a one spell rotation from him is super valuable. Like you get the cage up, that's so strong in a team fight. Then you get like a Q and a W. Like, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. What I'm surprised is that it looks like Viego has a positive early lead against Vigar, which isn't something I would have expected because
why is that?
I just didn't think that he had like the laning phase for it. Like I thought Vigar would be able to sit back fairly safely and farm up and clear waves.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see. What do I know? I guess Viego does have the little, dash and stun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it has to do with roams, right? Like maybe Viego is gonna roam a lot more, which as we've seen, Sarah too likes to roam.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to be the one to look out for this game is I would expect the Rammus to start on the bottom side of the map. I expect Sarah to roam up top lane at the same time the Rammus is about to gank, so they can send all three into that lane. You hear the monkeys in the background. That means it's that's the non-human primates getting ready to go ape. Full animal mode.
Full ape.
They're gonna do it. Listen,
Sure,
that's the sound of them communicating all of the complicated team fight information that they need to communicate for their team.
Yeah, that we don't understand yet.
Yeah.
The Twitch chat is upset that I haven't talked enough to them, but no one's really been talking in chat, so if you talk more in chat, I'll talk to you.
Oh, you missed the first game. It was a slobber knocker.
It was pretty intense, honestly. I think once the VOD comes out, you should probably go back and watch it. It was something. The Knights have won game 1. That is what I shall give you for now, but you should watch the VOD.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of this game is gonna come down to top difference.
Yeah. How they can split push and stuff.
Well,
or just
the laning phase.
like
so the
laning
laning phase ends up rolling into the split push, right? Because if you're really far behind, you can split push, kinda, right? Like you can do it, but you're less effective. You're less of a threat. Like if you are super fed and you're split pushing, they need to send 2-3 people to go deal with you. But if you're weak and you're split pushing, then they just send any one person to deal with you, right? So like if, for example, Tryndamere ends laning phase like 0-3 and he's down a bunch of farm, he still needs to split push. It's what he has to do to be relevant in the game.
Yeah. But
Rammus exists, and Rammus is going to find him, and Rammus is probably going to keep killing him, and that's something you're just going to have to deal with. Whereas if he is very far ahead, like if he exits laning phase like 6-0 and up a bunch of farm, like Rammus is still going to come in and gank him and be a bit of an issue. But if you're ahead enough, you'll have some lifesteal, you'll be able to use your ult and everything, and you'll be okay. Like you'll eke through it. They'll need to send at least 2 to deal with you.
This makes sense. To the rift.
To the rift.
Here we go. Better watch all the VODs.
Yeah, you
Better
better.
watch all the games you miss. Now you're
We gotta-
obligated because you said it.
Yeah, you said it. Therefore,
said
it must
it.
be true.
It's a fact now. I believe you 100%.
Yeah, it's important to keep track of what the other teams like to do, especially in like the opening parts of the game. So now we're seeing blue team invading through mid. The way that they're pinging it's a little weird. They should turn like a hard cut here toward like into the bush. Yep, that's what you need to do. Yeah, the pings kind of indicated they were going to walk up closer to the other side. This is a great invade path, but unfortunately, red team will be aware they're there because of the dot brush, and hopefully no one will die from this invade today. Now, if
I mean, I really enjoy the invade gangs.
I love the invades as well. Oh, that's going to be dead. Or a flash. You need a blur flash here to live. Yep. So that was necessary. Wow, is that going to be 2?
There
1.
it is. Oh.
Yep.
Is that Snack anti-hero too?
Yeah.
Snack alive?
Yeah, I mean, they had the vision. They just needed to accept that they needed to walk away. Well, realistically, someone needed to ward blue buff because when blue team got around the blue buff, red team lost vision. So you miss out on a little bit there. Ideally, during this Tryndamere, could have maybe got like a deep ward like behind Wolf Pit or something. But for the lane he's about to have, it probably is best that he holds on to that ward because he's going to get ganked, right? He's going to get ganked around the 3-minute, 15-second mark, depending on Rammus. Rammus is going for the full clear, so, you know, maybe it'll be more like 3-minute 20, 3-minute 30. But it's going to happen, and he's going to want to have the ward for it.
It is a learning experience to see how everyone plays. And you're just gonna watch everyone try to counter pick based off of odds.
Yep.
Big brained.
Big brain.
People that don't watch the streams, missing out, honestly. Some key game knowledge.
People get to listen to me talk about things that I don't understand. It's
Hey,
a great time.
No, they get to listen to you talk about things you mostly understand, and they get to hear me listen to you talk about things you understand. Yeah.
Ooh, except for when I'm wrong.
Except for when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Hey man, they don't need to know that. You don't need to tell them.
Speaking of things I don't understand, Beggar is doing well in the mid lane. Oh, it's gonna be first blood. Top lane. No. Oh, so close. So close.
What do you mean? First blood already happened.
All right. Good hook from the Nautilus, going on the Snack the Dipper. Damage coming down. She's gonna slip away. Heals from the Soraka mean that the trade ends up being about net neutral when you compare the damage done combined to Soraka and Seraphine compared to the Misfortune. But yeah, good hook. Another 1 or 2 of those and they'll be dead. The thing about this matchup is it's important to prioritize hooking the Soraka if you can do it. Because every time the Soraka heals the Seraphine, it costs the Soraka health. Right. So, like that, she's the one you go for.
Yeah.
If you can, right? Like you take the hook she can get, but if you have to choose between 2, Soraka's the one you hook.
The question I always give to my laner, like I don't know enough. Who am I supposed to be hooking?
Yeah.
If I can do it, who do I hook?
Yeah, and the answer is oftentimes whoever you can.
Yes. But.
Yep. Big hook, tiny jump away. Great Vigar stun.
Oh, wow. What a.
Still gets the Viego.
Oh my god.
I'd be mad.
Oh, all on LunarBound had to burn flash.
Yeah, Nautilus getting caught out, coming in a little greedy. Is the shield going to come up in time? Yes, the shield comes up. Nautilus lives. And the Kindred dies. What is that to ignite?
Wow.
Good TP coming in from Tryndamere. He's not going to be able to be a part of the kill, but he is going to be a part of this dragon. So it's time for him to stick around, spin back over. Do not dive. Please, for the love of God, do not dive. Stick around for this dragon. Please, oh please, I pray. Okay, no. So this is a repeat of last game where we have all the pressure, all the right people on the correct side of the map, and we're not going for the dragon. Yes, the Mordekaiser is top. Yes, the Mordekaiser is going to get a plate or two. But now what? He still gets the plate. Like, if you stick around for the dragon, he maybe gets, what, one more plate? But you have dragon. But you have dragon.
Bigger deal than 2 plates.
Yeah, and like that's the reason that's very valuable is because this is Mountain Drake, which it's not going to be what the soul is, so that little bit of health and armor counts. It's not going to be a ton, but it will be a little bit to keep your squishies in the backline alive longer. The Glazed non-human primates do not have a front line at all, so any tank stats they can get are going to go a long way.
Yeah, super important for them. LunarBound is a great hooker. Maybe we should quote that for later to tell him.
Don't worry, we'll put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Ooh,
sure, he'll love to hear that one later.
Thing worth noting, Nautilus cannot send out a hook while he is rooted. Because his hook is a form of like movement.
Yes.
And he cannot send it out if he is rooted.
If he's rooted. Oh, yeah. Colossal Cortex going down.
Solo kill going down in the top lane. The roam sending Trinamir bot, let the Mordekaiser get to level 6 first, which makes you lose out on a lot. Big gank coming in mid lane. That's going to be 2 flashes. One from the Rammus, one from the Vigar, but ultimately no kills drop.
Sad.
Very safe bot lane out of Glazed non-human primates. Unfortunately, they are getting frozen out of almost all the farm. They're already down 30 farm, and it's 70 minutes in. They're also being denied XP as well. So that's the thing that you have to deal with when you are playing this kind of double Enchantress lane. Yeah, you're hard to kill.
Did you see that?
What? Well, the Mordekaiser. Yeah.
That was weird. Is that just a thing that I don't know about?
Yeah, so Mordekaiser's pull. Oh, not gonna die. Gasp! Oh my gosh, is she gonna die? Oh,
baby! It happened. Oh my god.
Oh no, Mordekaiser. Oh no.
Wow, that.
Wow.
Big. Gone again. Gone, but not forgotten.
Another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Wow. Listen, my mouth can't move fast enough to describe all the things.
Oh.
Your question you were asking was about the Mordekaiser pull. Yeah, the Mordekaiser pull is it's dragged in a direction, kind of like Victor's laser that he puts on the ground, right?
Right.
You have a start point, you have an end point. And you can start it close in front of you and have it go far behind you, and that pushes someone away from you backwards.
Gotcha.
Oh, snack, my sweet baby boy, get out of there. Oh, good night, sweet prince.
He's.
Oh, the flash over the wall with the Nautilus. They didn't expect 2 more to be on the other side.
Oh my god.
Drop.
Is the Nautilus?
But Misfortune is there as well. She's not level 6, so she's not going to be able to auto the wall. Kindred gets away. She's not level 6 either.
Oh my god.
Oh man. This becomes a whole different game in one level.
This is slobber knocker. Wow.
And here we go. The Mountain Drake.
They're going for the mountain. This all makes sense. Keep it from the Glazed non-humans.
Great damage coming out from Pretty Boy Dan. He gets the kill on the Rammus, which means this is anyone's Drake. Misfortune gets it. I wanted to see the steal, but unfortunately we don't get it today. So much effort, so much want. Great Kindred ult. This is what we're talking about. We need a Soraka ult right now, but she doesn't have it. Oh, so much gold going down in favor of the Knights. So much gold. And the dragon. That was so close. That was great by Pretty Boy Dan.
Close. I really wanted to see that steal.
Killing the Rammus, right? Because killing the Rammus gave his team the opportunity to steal dragon.
Yeah, they were really close, actually.
Yeah, it got down to 100 health, right? Like, it was 106 health, then Misfortune gets the last hit. very, very close. Good play. He also got the gold on the kill, which, you know, he needs. He's like one of the highest damage dealers on their team. So ultimately not a total loss, but that is a whole lot of money going in favor of the Mordekaiser. And as we saw last game, that can be a big issue.
As you saw in the ping, there's a 500 gold bounty on our Mordekaiser. Tryndamere did push until there was 1 plate left on the top turret.
Yeah. Wow. Which is good for him, right?
Yeah.
So if you, I don't know if you have the items open on your screen, but you can press the X button and you can see the gold difference. The Mordekaiser is ahead 1,000, which is a whole heaping ton. But oh my gosh, great hook by the Nautilus. Wow. He's making all the plays happen, and this what a double up, the maximum range.
Pretty boy Dan, he's going down. Oh, he got the kill first. He brought her down with him.
Great play. Viego also died mid as we jumped down to the bot lane. Wow, wow, wow. And that's going to be a dead misfortune. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
All right, and we're back in it. We're back in it. The gold lead's closing up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's 2K, but we're 11 minutes in, right? This is not insurmountable. The Rammus is wailing away on this mid turret, but as we all know, turret plates, as they fall, give the turret additional armor, so this turret will likely not fall now that it's lost, what, 4 plates? That is a lot of money for the Rammus, though, so he's going to be a tanky boy. He'll be getting that dead man, so he'll be getting that thorn mail, and he'll be rolling after Colossal in the top lane, making his life absolutely miserable.
Nice.
Poor man.
Well,
I don't envy him.
Some people.
Yep.
What a crazy game. Are the games always this insane?
This one is very, very active.
Last game was crazy too.
Yeah.
Are these teams just going at it? Like,
so Lunar roams a lot, and so does Sarah too, and that makes for very, very eventful games.
Yeah, it does.
Like, we saw Lunar not even that far into the game roaming all the way top lane.
That's true, yeah.
Which we saw a lot of in the CCS, but seeing the repeat now just reminds everyone, like, listen, the support doesn't just support the bot lane, they're supporting the whole map. They're basically jungler number 2.
Wow, this is incredible to watch. Learned so much in so short amount of time.
Big invade taking the enemy blue buff.
Okay.
I like it. I love it.
Did they see
Not
it?
gonna be contested.
Okay. They
have to know. They gotta know, right? They had the vision in and out of river.
There,
They know.
They know.
Yeah. Seraphine's gonna need a little bit more damage before those trades go positive.
The miscue.
Oh no, Vigar. You're too far from home.
You're
too far. 1 Q. Give it to him.
I mean,
oh no,
Sarah
he's dead.
is pretty
Gone
low.
from this world.
Gone but not forgotten. Oh, set of TP. Oh! Gone?
Great TP down from Tryndamere.
Nice.
Not gonna dive because he does not have enough rage stacks to make this worth it. And that is Rammus. Mordekaiser coming in. He's gonna match, which means they will be saving blue side mid tower to live and fight another day. Getting a little bit of vision here. Bot side, hopefully looking to get this Cloud Drake. Also, a good one, because remember, what the Glazed non-human primates care about most is their ults. TP coming down bot. That's going to be a Viego, and that's going to be a death. There's no way to live, right? They can't keep getting away with this.
How does this keep happening?
That's what this lane does. They just live. They just keep living.
Oh my god, the charms. Bring it back.
Massive team fight in the bot lane. There we go. This is what we need. No, you need to get back in the Kindred ult. What are you doing?
God, stay in the Kindred ult. You can.
All right.
Tryndamere's pushing top.
Tryndamere's gonna push. Yeah. So
wow.
Big positive trades in favor of the Knights. They trade, what was that? 1 for 3. So good for them, and they get Dragon. But they may just lose top tower for it.
Tryndamere
So-
pushing second top tower?
Yep, tier 2 top tower. Misfortune is here.
long.
Tryndamere's got to have the spin, right? He's safe. He's safe. I was going to say, there's no way he just dies to a walk-up and ult Misfortune. That doesn't happen.
Right?
Right? That would never happen.
Right?
Just don't watch last game. Don't worry. No, he's got a good split push going on him, right? Like, so he's got 103 farm. That's the most in the game. Not by a huge margin, but it's the most in the game, which makes him dangerous. He's got his Kraken Slayer, which is very, very important. That's going to be useful against the Mordekaiser, the Rammus, and the Nautilus. Whoever they go send to match, more than likely the Mordekaiser or the Rammus.
What do you think are the next big items for the trend?
For the trend?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I imagine Colossal has opened up OPGG. He has he's gonna do exactly what I'm doing right now. He's gonna go on a champions. He's gonna go to Tryndamere.
Uh-huh. How many stacks does the Kindred have?
Good question.
Oh, I checked that thing.
Great job from the Vigar. Did manage to get the kill on the Nautilus, but unfortunately cannot survive long enough to kill the Misfortune. The Kindred, if we click on her, has 1 stack. So, yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunately, Blue Team has been very, very proactive about killing any marks that are on the map for her. And the non-human primates just don't have the gank potential, right? Like, what lane are you going to gank as Kindred on this team where you're just going to say, I'm getting kills? You don't have a lot of options.
How do I check how many stacks she has?
So if you click on her, it'll show, like, on the left side of your screen.
Yeah. Okay, I think I see it. I hope I see it.
Yeah. Big stuff happening top side of the map. Looks like the non-human primates are going to get riffed. They're going to put it on the Tryndamere. That's the spirit. Gotta get that split pushing, boy. Split pushing.
Let him do his thing.
Yeah. Can they get this Rammus, though? I have some doubts. This is about to be a 4v3.
I think
it's time to get out. That's not safe.
He went in. He went in.
Kindred ult. That's going to give enough time for the Soraka to get in.
Okay.
Soraka does not have ult up.
Oh my god. They got some kills off of it.
Great kills. That's the Kindred ult you need.
That was incredible.
Like we were saying, before the game even started, the team fights are going to be won or lost based on these Kindred ults. That was a beautiful ult. Saved the entire team fight. Lets the Soraka get in, lets the Seraphine get in, makes the team fight happen.
That's exactly what the team fight before this one
Great
needed.
work, Akiri.
Oh my god, perfect.
The team fight dream alive.
Let's go.
A little far back on that rift. Probably could have walked it up a little further, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's going to get the dash off. It's going to kill it. It's not going to get a second dash off, but hey, they got the tower. That's good. Poor Colossal thinks he's going to be able to keep split pushing, but little does he know, there's 3 men coming his way, and it's time to GTFO. Oh, he's fine. He's got Ghost. He better use Ghost than become a Ghost.
I mean, true. I can agree with this. This makes sense.
Yeah. So, back to what Colossal's gonna be building.
Tell me more.
Oh my gosh. The man has technologies unknown. Because when I get onto OPGG, it does not recommend a Kraken Slayer. It recommends...
Oh, no!
It recommends a Gale Force.
What is
this man's off the rails.
He's crazy.
Undiscovered technologies.
He knows something that we don't. That OP.GG doesn't know.
Listen, the man's knowledge abounds. Look at him go. He's got 130 farm.
I mean,
that's more than I ever have.
He knows something.
I play support, but you know, don't worry about it.
I mean, you don't need to tell them that.
Yeah. So where is the Tryndamere on the map? Where is he is down here at the dragon. That's nice and all. He'll be here for the fight. They'll get this drag nice and quick. They're gonna burst it down, but then he will need to TP top to match the Mordekaiser. They need to pull this dragon out. Oh, the Mordekaiser's going to TP down, so it is going to be a full 5v5 team fight. They have to be careful not to get blown up by this misfortune. All right, Kindred ult, please. We need it. Oh, uh-oh. No Kindred ult there.
Dead already.
No Kindred ult there. Kindred ult's on cooldown.
Pretty boy Dan is dead. Oh, man.
But Tryndamere is alive doing so much damage. Trading 2 for 2. This team fight is not necessarily over. It should be. By all rights, they should just leave.
I mean,
and they are, right?
They've lost the dragon already. And
they've lost the
they're
dragon.
alive. They should just let it be.
That was the right call. It was the right call.
Correct.
Kindred ult is only coming up just now, which is unfortunate, right? Because if Kindred ult had ult for that fight, it goes very, very differently.
Correct.
But that's just a note to keep in mind. Like,
yeah, if
your ult isn't going to be up for the next team fight, either don't take that team fight or play safe enough that you won't need to use it before then. So what we need now is, unfortunately, for the Veigar to go into the bot lane and for the Soraka Seraphine to go into the mid lane. But I'm not sure we're going to see that for a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, and some reasons for that are, one, the Veigar can fairly safely just kind of farm that bot lane. It's no issue. He has a TP, so he can come to the Baron if needed. But more importantly, the Soraka needs to be able to ward. Yeah. Right now, the Soraka is stuck in that bot lane. Mordekaiser is caught out in top river. Is he a dead man, or is he gonna live? Where's this? Oh,
how does this go?
Kindred ult.
How does it go? Oh,
Veigar,
man.
you gotta get in there.
He's alive. Is Sarah 2 dead?
Oh, it's time to get out. It's time to get out. It's about to be a 2v5. It was a nice pick. A beautiful effort. I wanted it, but unfortunately Kindred dies. Veigar blows flash, blows down the cage, allowing his team to disengage. Whew, I sweat. My butt cheeks are clenched.
You think you're
I was worried.
How about these kids? Oh.
Listen, that little Yordle butt was moving away faster than my own. A dangerous game we're playing. Interesting choice. I didn't notice this till now. Nautilus is running Hextech Flash. I don't know how common that is right now. I know that's a little more common for, or at least it was, for like Alistar and a few other champs, but yeah, I have not seen that as being that common on Nautilus, so I hope it works out for him. Well, I guess I don't have to hope. It's been working out for him. Look at the man, 3-4-6. He's not doing bad.
Pretty okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's 2 Kraken Slayers on the side of the Glazed non-human primates.
But, alright. Big team fight in blue jungle. Rammus drops. Good for them. Tryndamere has already used his QSS, so he cannot get out of the ult, but he doesn't need to. Big fight happening in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Pretty Boy Dan dies,
dead.
But he's taking misfortune with him.
Oh my god, he took her with him.
Nautilus needs to run, but really, they shouldn't chase. It's not worth it. He's just a support. Clear the wave, get an objective, do anything.
He's just a boy.
Soraka gets some vision. Nice max range hook, just barely on the...
Perfect hook.
Yeah, just pixel perfect hook, barely getting away. Good for him. But really, we need more vision. We need more vision in this blue side top jungle. Yeah, this is a very, very close game. Earlier wow, double flashes burn. Kindred no flash, Nautilus no flash. Well, I guess Nautilus was that a sex step flash? Or no, that was
oh, he got the pull.
All right, Kindred dead, which means I don't know how this team fight's gonna go.
TP in.
Very, very dangerous game. Rammus into the back line. Mordekaiser doing big AoE damage.
Wow.
Oh, it's over. It's all over, but for the weeping. Tryndamere's going to try and get in a good spin, but he cannot. Nautilus is the only one of 2 to fall. Nautilus and Viego die, but it's 2 for 5, and now the Knights are going to be picking up the Baron and working their way towards Dragon for Soul Point. Now, this Soul Point fight, remember, the Kindred is going to have ult up. She has it. She needs to hold it. She needs to stay alive long enough to use it. She's walking in the wrong direction. She needs to be walking
She's
the dragon. That Baron is already gone. Mordekaiser's backing. Rammus needs to back. He's going to be too low, which means that the Glazed non-human primates have priority for setting up vision for the dragon, which they must do. They need the vision. If they do not have vision here, Misfortune is going to position over one of these walls, and that's going to be the fight. So we'll see here. Mordekaiser is in a flanking position. Viego has gone in. That was the potential for a pick, but it was squandered by lack of opportunity to engage. Because again, the non-human primates have no front line.
Oh my god, again.
Very non-conventional team fight here. They've been making it work for them so far, but we're about to need to see a Kindred ult right now. Where's it at? Please?
Where is it?
Oh, too late and too far away.
No.
That's it. Now the Knights are going to be saying good night
Could have just
to...
been further into the river.
Yep.
Ah.
Too bad. Day late and $1 short. Needed to be closer with the team. Beautiful ults earlier in the game, but not to be repeated immediately. That is going to be Ocean Soul in favor of the Knights, which that's doesn't bode well. Having an Ocean Soul on an 11-0 Mordekaiser, no, you don't like to see it. And really, they're just trying to end the game right now. They've been saying, hey, we've won the past 2 team fights hands down. Hasn't even been close. We're just going to walk it in. We got Baron buff. We got Soul. We can afford it.
You remember that when I was talking about the gold that was so close?
Yeah, the gold was so close.
It was
but moments
so close.
ago, a 1k gold lead in favor of the Knights has now become a almost a 9k gold lead. It's
That's
8.5.
insane.
Yeah, just like that.
The quickness of this game.
Yeah.
How fast it turns.
How the tides have turned. I'm not sure what we're doing in topside jungle right now.
I'm not sure either.
The jungle is empty. That's not where the creeps are. Baron isn't
not
alive.
Where the people are either. They got
well, I mean, they don't want to be where the people are, right?
No,
they don't want
that's
that.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. I am actually curious to see in a one-on-one fight between the Tryndamere and the Mordekaiser who wins. Yes, the Mordekaiser is 11-0. Yes, he's a killing machine. But Tryndamere's got ult. He can do some damage.
True.
Full team rotating down to match the Mordekaiser, only to find that he is backed. Oh, man. Someone's got to go up and match that Viego, though. If we are the Glazed non-human primates, it's time to start catching up the gold lead again. Like, we have to start clearing waves, push things out to about the buff line or where tier 2 towers would be. Viego TPing? Where's the TP into? Of course, the game doesn't want to tell me. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's in the team fight. Trying to initiate. Yeah, sorry. My monitors were turned off. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. You're so good at commentating. Turned off monitors.
Crazy.
Crazy.
What is this? We're looking for a pick?
A pick push?
This is not the pick you want. They're gonna lose top tower and likely top inhib for the greed.
I don't understand why we're doing this.
Listen, at this point, that's the Hail Mary play, right?
I guess so, but like,
you want to get the pick, but
like,
to make that happen, you need more vision.
Yeah. Seems like a strange choice.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of pick bushes.
Yeah, see this makes more sense for this team.
What a call. What a no.
Oh, wow. Hello, Ahiri. I think you're dead.
No, that's a great team.
Oh, wow. Well,
yeah, great ult from the Kindred. Unfortunately, yep, Saratu had a flash for it. Unfortunately, the Knights were able to get into the Kindred ult as well, which means they didn't die either. Trading 1 for 1. I would take that.
Yeah.
As the Primates, I think we take that.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good choice for them. I mean, 3-8 Kindred for a 6 and 6 MF.
Yep, indeed.
We'll take it.
Yeah, tell you what, after this game, I think we need to go into the training tool and talk about wards.
The vision god himself, Zanrick, needs to talk with you kids.
We need some more vision here. This is a very dark map.
The vision god himself.
Unlike last game where the knights had each had at different points on the game pinks on the map. I can't speak.
That's
I'm
good.
I'm having a stroke. Please,
okay.
please don't mind me. But yeah, last game, every player on the Knights bought at least 2 pink wards over the course of the game.
Why do you think they haven't this game?
They may have, but because the game is much
just-
closer, they're getting cleared faster, right?
That's
Last
true.
game was not as close,
Yeah.
which makes it much easier to maintain vision. Red team now has a nice line of defensive wards set up, but those
Good.
defensive wards are really only useful if you remember to back right now, refill your wards, and use them to grant you safety while looking for more vision.
Oh no! Here
Oh, no.
getting picked.
Here you're getting picked again.
Yep.
Unfortunately, again, not having ult up. Now,
Is Quinstone about to be picked? Yes.
yes, he is, and that's going to be 1,000
Oh, my
gold,
God.
which means any of these fights could go either way. The Knights are going to be going for Baron because the
Wow.
entire group of Primates, all of the apes together, are
Oh,
on
no.
the bottom side of the map.
Apes together, no.
And together, the apes will be too late for this Baron, unfortunately.
So
And
Quinstone, he'll still be dead for it.
Quinstone will be coming up about 5 seconds after the Elder Dragon spawns, and he has TP up. That's the important thing to remember, right? It doesn't really matter that he isn't going to be able to walk there. He's just going to TP it.
Yeah, but he missed the Baron buff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the Baron buff, which also matters, right? Because
Yeah.
he is the big split pusher.
Exactly.
Having Baron buff on your split pusher is big. Rammus potentially caught out. Big Seraphine keeping him in place. Tryndamere trying to bap him to death, but the
Is he alive?
male is doing more damage than
LunarBound
Tryndamere is
saved
able to
again?
himself. Great ult from Tryndamere. Trying to stay alive, but it will only last so long, and he will fall as well. Now we have a Viego with the devastating might of Colossal Cortex as Tryndamere. And this could be it. I think now
think
we're
this
going to
is
see him
probably
walk it in, and that is the game.
Should be probably game, yes.
Oh, it was a close one. Blowing the TP just to slow down the game. I appreciate it.
Wow, I'm so impressed with that beautiful TP.
Yeah, listen, this game was pulling on my heartstrings. There were so many beautiful Kindred ults.
There were.
And
forgot
I
the
really
Glazed.
thought the non-human premise were going to pull it out, right? Because it is a much more complicated team fight to play.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That does make it 2-0 in favor of the Knights. I believe we are going to be asking for representatives from both teams to come over for an interview. For those in chat, hit us up with any questions. There will be some screening, so we don't need to ask them any questions that aren't family appropriate, let's say. Trying to figure out a way to say it that isn't worse than the question themselves. And here we have
they're
a
coming
whole
in.
slew of people join in. The Knights seem to win the race into the chat. We're going to
Coming
sit
in
here
hot.
to wait a little bit to see if we can get some non-human primates as well. Here they are trickling in. Do we have... all right.
Got captains at least.
We got our captains. Krivy, do you have any questions you would like to start us off with?
Any questions? I know I have some things from the chat to tell some people, but
To tell some people.
to tell
all right.
some people.
To tell some people. Okay, before you start telling people stuff in place of the chat, I just want to say thank you to both the teams. It was a very, very exciting game, and thank you for showing up for the post game. We were at the edge of our seats. I myself have already almost lost my voice. So thank you to all the other casters who do this in my place.
I feel that, brother. I feel that, brother. I didn't want to
This
do
is something.
stream like casting 2 nights in a row. It takes a lot out of you. For sure.
Oh yeah, it was a great time though. Great games to watch, lots to learn. I guess my first question is about the auction mid pick. What was the plan there? I know Sarah 2 was having trouble connecting to League. Were they in Discord at this point? Was this something that was communicated, or did you just kind of go with your gut?
So she got all of her things. Like, she was having problems all day, and we were just like, okay, I just wanted to like let everyone know that just in case there might be pauses. So I told so hardcore, so Miss Socks, just in case. But she was there in pick band. So Akshan, it's AD mid laner, really it's pretty good at diverse itemization, right? If you just go any of the AD mid laners, and Akshan's got a lot of stuff, just like a whole lot of game, and
a whole lot of passives in that.
Yeah, a whole lot of passives, right? And so it lets me play my favorite picks top. Like I love Mordekaiser a lot, and I've been playing a lot of Gwen, so it really lets me flex open AP tops. So that was kind of the reasoning.
Nice.
Nice. And also keeping in the spirit of pick ban, I'm curious about the Malzahar ban game 2. You want to tell me about that as well? That seemed to be the main deviation, was that Malzahar ban.
So it's just Sarah 2 really wants like a lot of pressure, and Malzahar just really denies that. Very, very good, pretty safe laner, and really denies it, and very good for picking. So like if you overstay, like Malzahar are just gonna, hold you down for 3 seconds, letting their jungler come up. So we just want to get rid of that. The spell shield and the ult. It's just we didn't want to deal with that. We also didn't want to spend the 1,300 gold tax of QSS.
True enough. I know a lot of the non-human primates were paying the QSS tax going into game 2. Speaking of which, they themselves had quite the change up going into game 2 as well in the bot lane, going for Seraphine Soraka bot. Madam Socks, would you like to explain the situation to me?
So bot lane, we're confused. And our carries are really more the other 3 people on the team. So we figured if we just chilled back a little bit and just became another weak means to kind of just support the rest of the 3 of them, that maybe this would work, and also throw back to new best friends. So thought maybe with a lot of heals, a lot of CC and whatnot, maybe we could kind of be a little bit more helpful. Worked a little bit sometimes, maybe, but not quite there yet.
It definitely was very, very helpful. The Soraka heals did a massive amount, and the Seraphine ults were very, very important for a lot of the team fights in game 2. It was very, very close. But building off of that, the Kindred ults were also really, really great, especially in the beginning of the game. They were chef's kiss perfect.
Truly.
Was that the idea with picking Kindred? Because going into it, I was a little skeptical picking like 2 auto attack heavy champs into a Rammus, like with the Tryndamere and the Kindred. Were the alts like playing into that, or what was the thought?
We panicked.
Fair.
We didn't know who we wanted to go jungle. We were concerned about the auto attacking, but it was locked in. But we were like, hey, I got my ult, you got your Kindred ult, Tryndamere has another thing. Maybe we can stay alive one way or another.
Hey, yeah, and it really did work for you for a lot of team fights. Like whenever the Kindred ults were hitting, they were hitting great and turning the entire course of the team fight. So it really did work out a lot of the time, which was awesome to see. definitely a few moments to snip and put into the highlight reel.
For sure.
I have a question for the Knights as well about the invade game 2. Whose call was it to invade is my question.
That was Sarah 2's call. It just we had Nautilus, Mordekaiser. We had the squad. We were ready, and we saw that they're pretty squishy, and we just thought we try to push any advantage, and any sort of mix up is good, and we're just like we thought you'd enjoy that, Mr. Zanrick. The Nautilus invade. I feel like that one's for you, buddy.
Oh, true. It pulled on my heartstrings every moment. Is there a reason that you picked the specific invade path that you did?
Yes, we did talk about this.
That was also directed by Sarah too, because if most people go for 5 points, sometimes the middle of mid lane's uncovered. So we all just like belted there, right? And if we just stick to the wall, we can come up on that one river bush, and then just try to post everything. And so we just did that as quickly and as concise as we could. We just went for the decisive. We're doing it.
Yeah. And, it ultimately did work out for you. Educational moment, though, I will add that when you choose to invade that way, the enemy team can ward to dot brush before you can get into that river bush.
Which they did.
Which they did do, and they did have vision of you entering the jungle. This is an important note for all teams who like this type of invade. It is often very, very effective, but there are countermeasures to be taken with it.
Yeah.
So useful info,
Yeah.
learning lesson for everyone. An important part of this league is us all learning and getting better together, and that's just a useful little tidbit of information regarding pathing times and how to prevent invades.
Okay, thanks.
Do you have any additional questions for us, Kirby?
I've got some questions from chat.
Oh, let's hear them.
Okay. It's a question from GuavaFet for Elemental Lux. How do we unmute him? Oh, okay. How did you get so good at pressing R?
Well, you see, a Lux main, so that's pretty much it.
There you go.
I wanted to play 80 Lux, but they just said do Jim and Proud play EMF, so I was like, oh yeah, okay, EMF.
I mean,
it worked. It was big fatty fat alts.
Yeah.
Melting faces.
Beautiful. Okay.
Do we have any more from chat?
I think that was it. I think you actually covered one of the ones that was already asked.
Did I?
Chat.
Oh,
yeah.
Lucky guess.
It was the Seraphine pick.
Yeah, that's always one that stirs up a lot of conversation. That was one that came up actually from Sox herself in the CCS.
Yeah.
So the season before this one, that was a nefarious pick that a lot of people actually decided to ban out because no one was sure how to deal with it. As you saw this game, it's very, very hard to kill in lane.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty fun to watch them just slip away every time. I was like, how are they living? Yeah, there's a huge LunarBound fan club.
Oh yeah. The man was doing the Lord's work, especially in game 1.
Yeah. And then sorry, I need to just let Snack the Dipper know that Carter 9111 is your number 1 fan, but then GuavaFett said, no, I'm his number 1 fan. So therefore, those are the 2 things I needed to just let you know.
Oh, there you go. Got a nice little fan club.
Yeah.
Are we ready to move into MVPs?
Yes.
All right. Quinstone, can you kick us off with the MVPs?
So we're doing MVPs for just the opposing team, right? I just wanted to make sure that our protocol.
You can do both. You can do both. You can give your own team as well.
Okay. Excellent. I guess for the enemy team, it's really a toss up. I think Pretty Boy Dan was kind of the wall. Like every time we were trying to make like any sort of aggression play, and there's multiple times he came to my lane, especially in game 1. It's just like, oh yeah, okay. I don't want to play this game anyway. It's just like, no, Dan was just the wall holding back the tide. Really, really pressuring us to catching any one of our mistakes, but I also want to give shout outs to Colossal Cortex. His Aatrox's pretty nasty. I didn't give it the respect it deserved at all, and I'm actually still traumatized from playoffs last season from when the Tryndamere destroyed my team. So yeah, big shout outs to both of them. My team, I want to give it to. That's a hard one. I think game 1, Sarah 2. I think very, very, very good, very around the map and pivotal. But for game 2, LunarBound. That's what I would do. I think he was making really good proactive plays and kind of setting it up so that I, didn't have to do anything. I just kind of sat there and just bonked people,
And bonked them you did. Socks, would you mind giving us your MVPs as well?
Oh, good lordy. Okay. For game 1 on the enemy team, I would say LunarBound, good roaming, very annoying, grabbing Leona. Yeah. For my team, I'm gonna have to give it to Pretty Boy Dan. Strong Malzahar, lovely ult. Think it was good. Game 2, enemy team. Thank you, Carly, for posting the thing because I forgot. Have to give it to Quinlan. I mean, he was just eating people into the Shadow Realm and pushing lane and getting fed. So there's that. My team. Probably Hiri? Yeah.
Kindred alts.
Yes.
All
yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
They were
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything else they would like to add? Any final statements? I guess we should unmute some people.
Great games.
It was a lot of fun. Like very fun games. Honestly, really looking forward to the rest of the league. I had a blast. Honestly, good games. I'm not sure if we're gonna play again. I don't think we're in the same conference, so this might be our last game until we see you in playoffs.
Yeah, we don't meet again, unfortunately.
True.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't see you until playoffs. So we'll see you in playoffs. All right, week 1 to week not 1.
So like week 8 or 9?
8. Week 8 is the
Wow.
start of playoffs, I believe. So we'll see
you
you
in
then.
7 weeks, guys.
Bang bang.
That's if we meet them in the semis. We might meet them in the finals.
Yeah, it's true.
Ooh.
It could be the finals. The world may never know.
Can I request a sample from my top laner to provide what is going on in our team chat?
Oh god, what's happening?
Yeah, that's what happened.
We got a hint of it in the cast.
See, it's actually, I'll let you in on the secret. The is actually a lane priority number where 1 is actually bot lane, where 3 is top, and then is who is ganking that lane at any given point in time.
We don't know our comms. They don't.
A translation. Can I get the Enigma code for this?
This saves us at least 3 seconds on any data transfer of any time you want to announce something.
I can't let them know.
God, what if we
Just
hear
imagine
you
every
over
player
comms?
just has like a list.
They're gonna copy our
of what
strat.
translation.
People are gonna be
hidden ape tech.
ape tech. People are gonna be copying our code in worlds. You're just gonna see two pro teams going.
Absolute apes.
Welcome to the Planet of the Apes League of Vision.
Real monkeys in Azure could be like, man, that guy's. What is he talking about? Is that French?
Is that French?
But yeah,
Oh my god. So good.
GG to the Knights, and great job with my team. I know we've had struggles in trying to practice, but we'll get there. I'll remember the glaze next time. Maybe that'll help.
Remember the glaze. Thanks for making my first casting game so interesting.
Yeah,
guys.
thank you for casting. Both of you guys really appreciate, the cast. It takes a lot. It really does. We really appreciate you guys for sure.
Zanrick's doing the most over here.
Hey,
Thank you
it's
all
both
guys
of you.
for a very exciting game.
Very
it was
exciting.
a blast, and I hope that as people rewatch the VODs, we can all walk away learning a little more and going into next week even stronger. This league that is for 1, fun, and 2, practice.
Oh,
So,
I do have an announcement thingy about Bobble. Schedule for week 2. I will post it right as soon as the stream is done. But our next game will actually be
Tomorrow
Thursday, 9 p.m. The Knights continue their journey against the Coconut Crabs. The next game will be Monday, September 13th at 8:30 p.m. The Night Owls versus my team, Glazed Non-Human Primates. And then Tuesday, 9/14 at 6 o'clock. Very nice. Grab your dinner. NA Rams versus Yale Place. So look to see you all there.
Quinstone's trying to mood us out.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to push my team as hard as possible. I'm just a slave driver, honestly.
Physically breaking us.
Also, no Quinlan bans, so we win.
Yeah, I'm so sad. My ego was hurt.
Oh man,
We said we can't ban him out, so forget it.
get wrecked.
Can we pinch ADC so I can play Lux, please?
Good
good night.
Bye.
Guys.